Hi, this is Brian Stevens, Director of Instruction at TPC Snoqualmie Ridge, and we're going to talk about your grip today. So one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move in closer to the camera and have the camera angle look down towards my hands just as you would be looking at your grip when you're putting your hands on. And the way we're going to do this is you're going to hold the club out in front of you and put your hands on the grip in the position that's right in front of you. So let's take a look. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to get the club square, which just means that the club is basically aimed towards the target. Hopefully if your grips are on straight, that means that your lettering is perfectly straight up and down. So when I place my left hand on the grip, what I'm looking for is a position of the left hand where the hand is rotated far enough over to the right where from your perspective you can pretty easily see the first, second, and third knuckle on your left hand. From that position, my thumb should be angled back towards the center of the grip, not quite to the middle, just slightly right of center, which is often referred to as the 1 o'clock position. Another thing that you notice in this grip is that the gap between my thumb and my forefinger and palm here is very narrow. The way you get that is with correct thumb length. So often I'll see people who come in and their grip looks like this. They basically have a fist with their thumb extended down. You can shorten up that thumb, so you pull it up into your hand, and the position I like to see is where your knuckle on your thumb is about even with the top of your forefinger. That's a really good position. Rotate it over, 1, 2, 3 knuckles, thumb pointing back towards 1 o'clock, narrow gap, and also from the underside view, you get your heel pad just on top of the grip. What I don't want to see is when people often grip the club is they go like this. They start from underneath, then try to wrap around, and they always get their hand in a weak position. Bring your left hand on from the top, heel pad on top, 3 knuckles, left thumb at 1 o'clock, and a very narrow gap. Now I want to put the right hand on. When I put the right hand on, the main thing I want to see is to start with is your hand, your palm is facing the target. So when my hand comes in, it doesn't start from underneath, it doesn't start from up top, it starts from basically the side position where my palm faces the target. I'm going to allow my fingers to wrap around so the grip sits in the base of my fingers, and then I can certainly connect my hands if I'm an overlapper or interlock, overlap. Either way works, but I've got the club in the base of my hands, and all this space in my right hand now gets covered up. It covers up that left thumb. So that gap gets filled here with the left thumb. Now, my right palm is facing the target. I've formed a V with my right thumb and my right forefinger. Again, the gap is fairly narrow, and I like to see also the thumb and the forefinger basically at the same height. This grip is going to give you a good amount of movement and also allow you to produce energy from your body that goes out through your hands and your grip. From this perspective, this is how the grip will look. So work through that at home, practice it every day, and soon you'll be on the road to a good golf swing with a good grip.